Hi students, welcome back. Coming to the next topic, that is the dynamic memory allocation. So dynamic memory allocation means at the time of initializing only the memory will be allocated. Actually this memory allocation is of two types. The memory can be allocated in static or in dynamic. Okay, so the memory can be allocated within the system. It can be a static or a dynamic. What is a static and what is a dynamic memory allocation? Static means actually suppose when we write int data float x int array of 10 means here what we are saying, we already know that we will be using these variables in the program, because I entered all this, I declared the data as an integer, means some integer amount of data will be allocated. And for float, okay, float range amount of memory will be allocated. Int array, so array of 10 spaces will be allocated in the memory. So we already know that we will be using these variables in the program, means we know how much memory we needed. It is stored in static memory. So before you know, okay, at the starting of the program, if you know how much memory you are using, okay, how much memory we needed is no before the program, then you call it as a static memory. Okay, so means it cannot exceed beyond that, so it only allocates array of 10 memory locations, that's it. Float x means only the range of float value that that amount will be stored in the memory. So integer, int data. So before the program we know these variables, and we know how much memory we needed in the program. Now coming to the dynamic. So what is a dynamic? Dynamic means many times we don't know how much memory we will need to store information. Means many times we don't know how much memory we will need to store information. Okay, so many times we don't know how much memory we will need to store information. Size of required memory can be determined at runtime. So we use new and delete operator. Actually the dynamic memory, the size of required memory can be determined at runtime. So size will be determined only at runtime. So how the size will be determined at the runtime? With the help of new and delete operators. So with the help of the new and delete operators, a memory will be allocated to the variables. Okay, so that much of memory will be used. So whenever if you want the memory to be allocated to the variables, the new operator will be used. New is used to allocate the memory, and whereas the delete, after the completion of the operation, you just use the delete operator, so that the memory will become free. The next data will be stored, can occupy those memory space. So after the completion of the program, use the delete operator, then it will free the space will be freed by this delete operator. So new create a memory and returns a memory address to a pointer. Let us see the new operator. So in this video I'll explain about the new operator. In the next video we will see the delete operator. So what this new operator will do, new creates a memory and returns memory address to the pointer. So how it creates a memory? first the new operator will creates a memory. So when it creates a memory, it returns the memory address to the pointer, means in which location it has the data has to be stored. That location address will be moved to the pointer. So let us see the syntax of this new operator. The syntax, that is new data type, that's it. Okay, so let us see one example how the memory will be created in it. Int star p. So here this is the int type pointer is created. So first, whenever you are given int star p, int type pointer is created. Why it is created? To hold the memory, hold the address of the memory data, means this data type address will be stored in this pointer. Now coming to next step, p is equal to new int. So what this step means? It means p points to int type of memory. P points to int type of memory. Next, star p. So in that particular location, memory address 10 will be stored. Now print the value, cout pointer p. So what it means? So first, whenever the int star p is, first this is the memory. Let us see, this is the memory. So in this memory, int size memory will be created. So first I declared int pointer. So int size of memory will be created. So some int size of memory is created. So what next? P is equal to new int. So one new memory will be created. After that, in that pointer, so this is the pointer. So int star p. This int star p points to the, this star p means this is the point address memory location. In that memory location, a 10 value will be stored. Okay, so int star p creates a one memory location. So the star p indicates the memory address of the pointer. So this is the memory address of the pointer. Suppose some 1000 is the memory address of the pointer. So in that particular address, a 10 value will be stored. That I have printed int star p. So that value will be printed. So star p means the value has to be printed. The pointer points to that memory location. Okay, so this is how you have to use the new operator. So new is used to create memory address. So just this is, here I have taken only the int. Now let us see how to create an array. How to create an array. Let us see. Let us take the example. We can also create an array. So int star p. Now p is equal to new int 5. So what is 5 represents here? So 5 is nothing but p points to 5 locations. 5 locations of int type. So p points to 5 locations of int type. That means this is the, it allocates the 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the p of 0, p of 1, p of 2, p of 3, p of 4. So totally 5 locations. P points to 5 locations of int type. So this is how the array is created. P is equal to new int of 5 memory locations. So in that memory locations, with the help of the pointer address, the value will be stored on this particular locations. So let us see the example for this also, array. So example. So I am using the array I'm allocating the new operator, means the memory is allocated to the array. How it will be? Let's see. Include IO stream using namespace. So this is all you know. IO stream is for input output. And now coming to the main program, int main. Now first declare the pointer variable int star p, so which points to this memory location. So that is the integer data type. P is equal to, now I am creating the array of 5 locations. So whenever I use this, a p which points to this 5 memory locations. Now I am entering the values for this. P of 0 is 10, P of 1 is equal to 20, P of 2 is equal to 30, P of 4 is equal to 40, okay, up to 4, because 3, P of 4 is equal to 50. So totally I had printed, I entered, not printed, I entered the 5 values. So first location occupies 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, like that. Now I am taking the for loop to print these values. For int I is equal to 0, I less than 5, because 0 to 4. So I less than 5, I plus plus. Now print the values. C out. What I have to print? P of I. First I 0 means P of 0, 10 value printed. Next I 1 means 20 will be printed. Suppose I 3 means 40 will be created, like that. And L return 0 and the main program. Okay, so here it creates, it occupies, means it prints 10 value, 20, 30, 40, 50. So what here it is new is allocating the memory with 5 locations. In that particular 5 locations, the value will be stored. Is it clear? So this is about the new operator. In the next video, we will see another dynamic memory allocation is the delete operator. So new is to create the memory location. Delete is to delete the memory location. Thank you.